I always wanted to do this video, but I was never sure. But now that with the Black Lives Matter movement going on, I think it is time for me to address this colorism issue. By the way, I will drop down some link down in the description below if you guys want to donate for the Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you guys. And for the record, I'm not black, I'm Asian, and in this video I will be talking about colorism, how I dealt with it, what we can do, etc. So this video is divided into two sections, two parts. First, I'm going to talk about my story, obviously, and secondly, I'm going to talking about how to deal with colorism, how to overcome it if you have similar situations as mine. Now, some of you may probably be asking me,
Inevitably, it's 2020. Colorism doesn't exist anymore. We are all equal.
well, I thought so too, honey, but hell no. So if you have any doubts, keep watching this video. So I was grown up in a loving family. I didn't know about racism, I didn't know about colorism, I didn't know about bullying until I started to get bullied because of my color. Okay, now you might be probably asking me, now this is about bullying, this is not colorism. Well, the thing is, honey, bullying is the fundamental form of colorism, racism, or any other social issue that we deal with today. So back to the story. So first I was enrolled to a primary school away from Colombo, which is one of the capital cities in Sri Lanka, which I live right now. So in this school, random first incident was that random kids coming at me telling me I'm ugly. No specific reason, just random kids coming and telling me that I'm ugly. So the first time this happened, I asked them, why do you say that? And they told me, you're black, so you're ugly. So we were like 6 or 7, 10 at most when happened this. Then it became a regular thing, just random people, kids that I didn't even know, coming at me, telling me that I'm ugly because I'm black. So where did this came from? I mean, it's probably from the families, their parents, their siblings, giving them the impression that black/dark is ugly. So as you might probably think now, these are just kids. It is okay, they don't know anything, so it is okay for them to be rude at each other. Tens and thousands of other dark-skinned girls would admit something similar had happened to them in the past, bullying. So just because it has happened to tens and thousands of kids doesn't mean that it is okay. I mean, I was a kid too, and to my knowledge, a kid doesn't have to go through any of that. That's unfair, that's rude, that's colorism. So after this primary school, I was moved to Colombo with my mom to another school. So in this school, I did not encounter any of the bullying issues. We were like a big loving family. So yeah, I had so many friends. So yeah, no bullying. But I can't say colorism was absent here because a lot of my friends started applying whitening/fairness creams. So yeah, colorism was in here too. So just to be clear, I didn't apply any of that. I loved my color. I was weird, so I loved my color. So when I was 16, I fell in love. So this was a crush, obviously. So this guy somehow got to know that I'm having a crush on him, and he came to talk to me, and the things that he said just changed my opinion on this world forever. So he told me,
look, I know you do have a crush on me. I like it too, but here's the thing about you, you are dark, so I will buy you some whitening lotions and then we are good to go.
can you believe how insane that is? And the fact is that when I talked with my girlfriends later on, I came to know that this was something every guy does, and their girlfriends were completely okay with that, which was, but I have to admit this guy that I talked to, he had the same skin tone as mine, so it is okay for a guy to be dark skinned, but it is not okay for a girl. I mean, what is this now? This is colorism plus gender issue here. Also, I've seen in many matrimonial sites that their parents seek fairer brides for their son. I mean, they don't care about our education level, they don't care about our upbringing, they don't care how suiting us to them, but they care very much about our skin color. So I know a lot of my audience are teenagers, so honey, if someone says that they like you, they should like the whole you, okay? All your features, all your flaws, whatever your body type is, but whatever your skin color is, whatever the attitudes that you have, they should like the whole you, okay? So when someone says that they like you, when they love you, they should not try to mold you to something else. That's not you, that's someone else. So yeah, that's it, if that makes sense. So I denied his request. I lost my interest on him and moved on with my life. So then I grew up, I became socialized, and people started telling me, you are pretty for a dark skinned girl. Well, I've heard some people talking about fairer skinned girls, like even though she's fair, she's not that much beautiful. So let me be clear. So these people are saying that if we are dark, we are supposed to be ugly, and if we are fairer, we are supposed to be beautiful or pretty. And sadly, every single Asian person who has told me I'm beautiful has told me in the same way. So apart from my personal experiences, what proof that I have about colorism? So these are the photos of girls, the ladies who won Miss Sri Lanka for Miss World for the past few years. Do you see a pattern? No, I'm not saying that these ladies aren't pretty, but I'm asking, do you see a pattern? Do you see anyone having the similar skin tone as me? No. Well, it's funny, isn't it? Every single person, every single girl who represented my country so far is fairer than most skin tones in Sri Lanka. I'd say the same thing applies to India as well. I'd say the situation in India is more critical than in Sri Lanka. Also, in a lot of Asian countries, Asian clothing brands use fairer models, or I'd say more European looking models for their brand advertisements. Now, there is nothing wrong with selecting the model you want for your own company, but these are the images of models that I often see in major clothing lines in Sri Lanka. Do you see anyone who's dark? Nope. I'm so sorry about the outside noise. There's a construction going on and there's nothing I can do about it, although. So yeah, enough talk about Sri Lankan proof. Now we have to move with international proof. Now these are the highest selling beauty brands in Thailand. Now sadly, these are the brands that have whitening / fairness ingredients and products. And this is the truth about fashion and beauty industry in most African and Asian countries. And this is my proof that colorism exists in today's society. Now let's see what we can do about this. The first and the most important thing that we can do is to educate ourselves and our families. We should share blog posts, videos, articles about colorism with them. Teach your kids, give them the impression that every skin tone is beautiful. Don't just tell them black is beautiful, just give them the impression that dark is beautiful. Tell your dark girlfriends, your family, that they are beautiful. They want to hear it. I mean, please omit that even though you are dark, but they don't want to hear it. And please stop recommending fairness / whitening lotions to everybody. I mean, God, that is horrible. Whenever I walk into a beauty store in Thailand or in Sri Lanka, they always ask me whether I want a fairness lotion. And there is this misunderstanding, especially from men. They always think that we apply beauty products to be fair. No, we don't. The other day I was talking to some of my guy friends, and I told them at one point I don't want to be fair, and they asked me,
Okay, then why do you apply face lotions?
I was completely shocked. Okay, I don't know if every man think like that, but now we apply beauty products to get a smoother skin, to get rid of our acne and vice versa. But no, we don't apply beauty products to be fair. That's completely a misunderstanding. So educate yourself, get rid of, clear all that misunderstandings. Also, don't promote whitening / fairness products. Don't make them, don't promote them, don't advertise them, and most importantly, do not use them. This is important, not because they promote colorism, but because they might contain toxics and other harmful chemicals and also bleaches that might be overly stripping and harm your face. And if you are someone who's getting bullied because of your skin color, just don't listen to them, okay? Join online communities, talk about that, follow dark skin models and beauty queens, hear their stories, watch videos like this. I will drop down some links of other videos about colorism. Get motivated, talk to your loved ones, but that doesn't really help because most of the times our loved ones are the ones that recommend us all those fairness / whitening products. But most importantly, believe that you are beautiful, okay? So this is my photo that I took for my Instagram a little while ago, unedited. So let's make it a little bit more darker. More uglier? No, I don't think so. This is the same photo, a little bit fairer. More pretty? No. I don't want to alter myself like this, and I don't believe that this is more prettier than like this. Okay, so start to believe in this basic theory, and that's all I have to say. So thank you for listening to my story for 40 minutes unedited. Share this with your family and friends, raise awareness. Yeah, thanks for watching.